Hello, I'm Rob Jackson, Chief Communications Officer for the Union County Public School System. Welcome to Around the U, our opportunity to share with the community the incredible things happening in our school system. Each week on this show, I have the opportunity, indeed the blessing, of introducing to you a brand new guest host. This week, I'm very excited to introduce to you Miss Kelley Zorn, who is the assistant principal at Sardis Elementary School. Welcome, Ms. Zorn.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Jackson. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you've been in education about 14 years, is that right?
That is correct.
Excellent. Now, you have kind of a varied background in terms of teaching and working as assistant principal. Tell us about your background.
Okay, I was a middle school EC teacher, exceptional children's teacher for 9 years. 5 of those years were here in Union County. And after being in the classroom, I decided to become a program specialist with the Exceptional Children's Department, which I did just over a year. And then I became the assistant principal at Sardis.
That's so incredible. You clearly are a special person if you spent that much time working in the middle school. That's wonderful.
It takes a certain person to do middle school, I will agree.
It absolutely
Yes.
does, and we appreciate those folks. Now, you're at Sardis Elementary School, and Sardis has a rich tradition of giving back to the community. Tell us what's going on at Sardis Elementary.
We do things throughout the school year at Sardis Elementary. Right now, we've just launched what's called our Got 8 campaign. And we started this about 2.5 years ago, where we ask our students, their families, their friends, the community, other schools, to possibly donate their hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Pantene Beautiful Links is an organization that takes ponytails and creates real hair wigs for women who are suffering the effects of chemotherapy and cancer. So after 2 years, we've raised over 100 ponytails. And we just started our drive this week, and so far I've got 6 ponytails in my office. It's kind of weird. People walk in and there's ponytails on my desk, but it's for a great cause, and we're really excited to be a part of it.
What a rich opportunity to really give back. I mean, something like collecting hair, but what a difference that makes in ladies' lives to be able to have that wig while they're going through something tough like that. What a gift to the school and the young ladies at the school are giving to the community. Now, you've got something else about to start at the school. Tell me about that. Yes,
like I said, we are constantly doing things throughout the year, and so next week we are launching Alex's Lemonade Stand. And I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's we've been doing it for 9 years at Sardis. We've raised over $15,000
oh my goodness.
by selling cups of lemonade at our school, and all of that money goes towards cancer research and cancer hospitals. It was started by a little girl named Alex years ago who was diagnosed with cancer, and it continues throughout the country at Sardis Elementary School and other places.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, speaking of cups of lemonade, let's grab a cup of lemonade and see what's going on around the U. As always, this is a busy time in Union County Public Schools. What do we have going on this week?
Well, right now we have a search committee looking for the Union County Public Schools 2014-15 Teacher of the Year has narrowed its search from 53 to 20 candidates. A 5-person district committee individually reviews and scores portfolios from the 53 school-level teachers of the year. The 20 teachers receiving the highest scores are named as semifinalists.
The top 20 candidates for Union County Teacher of the Year for this year are first, Tabitha Estachio-Aker from East Union Middle School, Holly Brown from Fairview Elementary School, Miss Whitley, Jennifer Whitley from Forest Hills High School, and a former guest host on the Round the U, I'll point out, Miss Lindsay Arant from Marvin Ridge High School, Jaime Tejada from Monroe High School, Mr. Mitch Bryant from Parkwood High School, Mr. Daniel Stanford from Parkwood Middle School, Mr. Milton Flo from Piedmont High School, Miss Rachel Easterling from Porter Ridge Elementary School, and Mr. Ian Fayers from Porter Ridge High School.
We also have Elaine Schobert from Rockrest Elementary, Kristen Brewer from Rocky River Elementary, Lori Maddox from Sandy Ridge Elementary, Stacy He from Shiloh Elementary, Sally Petoskey from Sun Valley Elementary, Susan Wasco from Sun Valley High, Wendy Griffin from Unionville Elementary, Kimberly Thomas from Waxhaw Elementary, Tiffany Manley from Weddington High, and Michelle Henry from Wingate Elementary.
We certainly want to congratulate the top 20 semifinalists. In the next phase, 10 teachers with the highest combined scores from the portfolio and interview are recognized as finalists. These individuals are then observed while teaching in their classrooms by a 3rd District Committee. Those should be announced next week on Around the U.
Congratulations to Dr. Lillian Rorie for being named the North Carolina Association of Education Office Professionals 2013-2014 Katrina Miller Administrator of the Year.
The State Administrator of the Year. That's wonderful.
Yes, that is really, really something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
She was recognized last week at the State NCAEOP Conference in Greensboro. She was also recognized at Tuesday's Board of Education meeting. Congratulations, Dr. Rorie.
Congratulations, Dr. Rorie. At the April 1st, 2014 Board of Education meeting, School Board Chair Mr. Richard Yurchek regretfully announced the vacancy in the District 1 Board of Education seat with the passing of Mr. John H. Crowder, the longest-serving member of the Union County Board of Education. Mr. Crowder served with a great distinction on the school board continuously for 31 years. He served on the Monroe City School Board for 10 years and then on the merged Union County Public Schools School Board for the past 21 years. Ms. Zorn, Mr. Crowder was someone, and you probably know Mr. Crowder as well, every time we saw him, he was always smiling, quick with a handshake, and was very adamant that we always do the right thing for children.
Absolutely. Pursuant to Board of Education policy, vacancies during the term of office shall be filled by appointment by the remaining members. The appointed member shall serve until the next election, at which time the remaining unexpired term shall be filled. The Board of Education has asked interest persons to submit a letter of interest and a resume containing information including name, address, prior community involvement, and why the individual is interested in serving on the Board of Education. Applicants must reside in District 1.
The letters of interest and required information are due by Wednesday, April 9th, 2014, and should be submitted to Ms. Donna Malarkey through her email address or by mailing those to the school system's main office. Her contact information and the school system's address is available on the school system's website. The Board of Education's Strategic Planning and Technology Committee will review the submissions and then schedule interviews as deemed appropriate by that committee.
Recently, 8 4th grade students from Union Elementary, along with their teachers, were selected to present at the North Carolina Technology and Education Society Conference in Raleigh to showcase the wonderful learning going on in their 4th grade classroom. We are excited to share their uReporter video with you now.
Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now.
Don't forget, when great things are happening in your school or office, pull out your phone, shoot a quick video, and email that to Mr. Arthur Rogers in the communications office, and you too can become a uReporter. We certainly look forward to those videos. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Around the U. Please remember, you have the opportunity to share with us your videos from your smartphones, and you also have the opportunity, staff members, to join us as a guest host. Simply let us know that you might be interested in the opportunity. Speaking of guest host, we've just had one of the best ever. Ms. Zorn, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We wish the very best of luck to Sardis Elementary, to the community service opportunities you have with Alex's lemonade stand going on, and the donation of hair. Just absolutely incredible. Good luck with that as you go through the year.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, that's all for now. Meanwhile, on behalf of Dr. Ellis and the entire team, we'll look forward to seeing you around the U. Good day.